Okay, oftentimes we've had widows come into our office telling us about how their property has been grabbed after their husbands have died. And half the time they actually don't understand the laws that are there to protect them, especially laws to do with inheritance. So most of the times we've come in to help in few instances in partnership with the Administrator General's office. We sensitize them about their laws, the succession laws especially, because the law is very clear about issues to do with property for widows. We have a particular section in that law that talks about widows retaining their properties, especially matrimonial homes. So when they come in, we advise them about that particular section, how they have that right to live in their homes. And then after that, we also advise them to actually go ahead and get letters of administration, especially in instances where their husbands have died, when they've died intestate. Somebody dying intestate means they've died without a will. And in that particular instance, most of the times the relatives think they can come and take anything, from the house, beddings from the house, utensils from the house. And in actual sense, all those properties are actually meant to stay in the house. I would advise widows to actually not sit back, because sometimes they don't know their laws, they don't know their rights rather, and sometimes they tend to sit back and say, oh, I don't know what to do and there's no one who can help me. But first of all, we have an office here, Feeder Uganda. We represent women. We fight for women's rights at all times. If anything happens, somebody is trying to interfere with their properties, they can always come to us. We can help them. And then we also advise them to take use and make use of the Administrator General's office. It's there to help in inheritance matters, especially if there's a will. If there's a will or if there's no will that has been left behind, let them take part in that process also.